Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Peachy and this is Plant and Style. So today's video is going to be a little bit of a greenhouse reflection. It's officially been 1 year, yay, since I moved most of my plants into this space, and I wanted to share what I've learned so far, how the plants are doing now, and just give you a cozy little tour of my favorites. So let's talk about the early days. When I first transitioned my collection into the greenhouse, it wasn't smooth sailing at all. Some plants lost leaves, some took a long pause in growth, and honestly, I had moments where I thought, did I make a mistake? Oh no. Yeah, I was scared. But over time, they adjusted, and once they did, they came back stronger than ever. Especially my Anthuriums. I'm really proud of them. The greenhouse really taught me patience and reminded me that growth takes time, both for plants and for us. Now let's talk about how I've been caring for them. The majority of my plants are still in pond, DIY pond or lechuza pond, or some type of semi-hydroponic setup. It's been my go-to for a while because it keeps care simple and consistent, which most plants love, especially when you're managing a large collection, you know. One of the biggest upgrades I made this year was installing an automatic mister. I don't know what was I waiting for. The cool part, I can control it straight from my phone. Actually, most of the greenhouse is now connected. Humidity, misting, and even monitoring. That means when I travel, I don't have to stress. Everything is still running and the plants stay alive, happy for the most part. So for my fertilizer routine, as for feeding, I've kept it simple and steady. I have been using the same trio for about 4 years now. CalMag, Super Thrive, Foliage Pro 936, and HydroGuard. I use them across the board, and they've really kept my plants strong and resilient. Consistency in fertilizer makes a huge difference. You don't need 100 products, just a routine that works, and this works for me. So between the pond, the mister, and the fertilizers, the biggest lesson I've learned is that a little bit of structure goes a long way. When your setup is stable, the plants reward you with growth. You don't have to babysit. And for me, that stability also means peace of mind. Plant care becomes less stressful and more joyful, right? Beyond the technical stuff, this greenhouse has been a sanctuary. On days when I feel overwhelmed, I come out here, check on the roots, maybe mist a few leaves, or just sit on the couch surrounded by my plants. Plant care is self-care. It grounds me, it slows me down, and it reminds me that progress takes time. Let me give you a quick look at some of my current favorites. Let's go. Okay, so we are inside the greenhouse and we have some guests. First one is Cassie over there. You want to say hello? Hi. Cassie is now a tea case cooler for the first time ever. Oh, and here goes Momo as well. You want to say hi, Momo? Momo. Hi. There you go. Ah, thank you. The sun is setting, unfortunately, and we're about to lose our daylight, Cassie. So we're gonna do this very, very quick. So we'll just do what we can today, and we'll continue on tomorrow, right? I really wanted to take advantage of the afternoon lighting to showcase and to show you guys the greenhouse, because I just think it is so vibrant at this time, and you will get the full experience of how magical it is in here in the afternoon, especially. Oh my gosh, how cozy, right? Oh my goodness, right? I have been working hard to keep this space tidy, and if you know, you know, it's very hard to do that when you have a lot of plants, because things spill on a daily basis, you know. So I have the greenhouse right here open for now to get some airflow, because I do not have a fan inside the greenhouse cabinet. I have these solar fans that run for as long as it has solar battery. And then yeah, that's about it. But I keep my doors and windows open all day long. While the sun is up, the doors and windows are open as well. And also, so I can keep an eye on my little girl over there. Hi, Cassie. Hi. Thank you. And yeah, so it just works so perfectly. I am very grateful for this little piece of peace, literally. So I have been propagating a whole lot as well for an upcoming project. Stay tuned for that. I will give you more information when I know for sure what's going on. So on this cabinet, this is just an IKEA I think it's Vitsjo model, and it's the glass shelf, which is very, very sturdy. Look at how many plants, Hoyas specifically, I can place in there and display in there. And it is also surrounded by some of my moss pole plants. Yeah, and they are doing great, and I have them looking like this because I do have a mister on top over there, and it helps to keep the moisture in the moss bowl. So yeah, I'll do my best. So like I said, I have plenty of Hoyas here. I'll give you a close-up look, but I don't think that we can name each one. But I'll show you my favorites. This is Hoya Yin Yang Giensis variegated. Such a fast grower. I've already chopped this, hence the split over here. That was my initial chop over there, and it immediately grew a second vine. So it is gorgeous. I cannot wait for the blooms. I am waiting for the bloom now. I am not propagating until I get to experience the blooms, because they are magnanimous. That's why I'm dying to see it in person. And then we have, what else? Oh, this is Hoya pubera right here. and used to be species Hoya picta. I got this as a picta actually, but it has been renamed, and it has bloomed a few times for me, and there's also active buds coming up right there, and they are tiny, and I love how it's now becoming lush right there. And then down here we have hold on, this, we cannot skip onto this. This is Mitrata silver, and it's acclimated well in this greenhouse and in pond. It likes pond, surprise surprise. And then we have here, oh, I wanted to show that blue Microsorum thailandicum, all the blue oil fern right there. This is from Kat. I bought it from her. She has more available. If you guys are interested, let me know in the comments and I can direct you to her personally, because these are gorgeous. Look at that. Look at the color difference from green to blue. This is actually blue, and I don't know, she was just growing it in ambient condition in her apartment, and I just had to have one. This is supposedly the narrow form or something like that, but isn't that gorgeous though? Yeah, I just thought it is absolutely beautiful. So mine. Here I have, this is a new frond. I don't know if it's called frond, but this is Dion spinolosum, and I am so happy to see another leaf. This one takes forever to grow, but it's been such a hardy so far, and yeah, I'm happy to have it finally doing something. And it did that since I gave it a little aesthetic repot right here. But yeah, so far so good. And then behind it, this Hoya is such a bloomer. Hold on, let's wait for the plane to pass. Yeah, this Hoya has not stopped blooming for me from this peduncle down here, and look, it's already budding. And there was a time when it still has bloom like this, and it's already budding a second layer coming up. Like, it's not even finished like doing its thing, and it was not stopping and still is going. And now this is the first blooms on this peduncle, so I reckon this is gonna keep on blooming as well, and I'm not complaining here. I'm actually here to tell you to get yourself a, this is the Subquintoplinervis albo, formerly known as Pachyclada, and this one is the large form, I believe. I got this from Cactus and Exotics, and it has been very, very happy living in here. And okay, so we're gonna move on. Oh, I cannot wait to tell you about my blooming philodendron, although it has been attacked by spider mites. Hence the very sad and yeah, infested. It looks like it has been infested, but there's no more spider mites. I've sprayed it. I've treated this a few times. It's already given us a new leaf right here. This is the Gloriosum zebra, and as you can see, it is showing that zebra colors now that it lives here in the greenhouse, getting a lot of light. Too much light, I think. So, but it is flowering right here. One of the many blooms that we are getting so far, and big surprise, I did not expect that, and it looks like there's more on the way. So I really need to repot it. Poor thing is out of its spot already. Yeah, but I just think, I mean, apart from that, I think it's happy. It's gonna be happy soon, hence the blooms, right? And then I have a couple of prop boxes here of mostly alocasia that I am growing from corm. And then the lots of anthuriums on this section here. And that is because of the shade, as you can see from the top is pitch black, so it's not getting a lot of sunlight because we don't want it to be bleached, and that's what happens when they get too much sunlight, hence the old leaves. But we're onto something. We have a lot of new growth right there, and I'm very excited about that. This is a happy camper right here. This is the Forgetii, Dorayaki Forgetii hybrid made by Jonah. Moving on to this gorgeous Monstera Pearlmark's Flame right here. And we have done it, you guys. I am so proud of this plant. From a teeny tiny tissue culture baby into a full-on flame with all the fenestrations. I am so happy to reach this point because it is gorgeous. Definitely a keeper. And then what else do we have? Ooh, some of my favorite Hoyas are down here as well. We have, of course, my Hoya elephant right there. It's less sun stressed now because it's not getting a lot of lighting, as you can see during this time, during the afternoon. It was most sun stressed during springtime. So, but we have a new leaf here. That's why I'm giving it space to grow, because I cannot wait to see how big it's going to be. I have already propagated it once. I chopped it from my friend Anne. And yeah, so this is going to be its first leaf since the chop. So I'm excited about that. Down here, I am so surprised at how much I adore this is Hoya Chibi. I got this as a one leafer cutting right here from Sam's Hoyas, and it has not looked back. It just kept growing and growing, and it still is growing. There is a new leaf right there, and look at how adorable and chubby those cute leaves are. Oh my gosh, look at that. How fascinating. Wow, this is when you don't care about variegation. It just cuteness on its own. Wow, look at those veining, look at those, the shape is just like a little turtle, little tortoise. Another favorite of mine lately is this Hoya Shangdao Silver, super fast. Oh my gosh, I am supposed to be chopping this pretty soon, but there has been many peduncles, and it's making me hopeful that I'm able to see its bloom this year. But twice that it has already blasted two of the peduncles, so it didn't go all the way, and it keeps on growing and branching out. So I don't know, it probably needs a repot as well. So I don't know, I'm scared to like touch it because it is just gorgeous. Look at that, so beautiful, so fast, so easy as well. I highly recommend it. This is my Hoya Lee Prism. This grew very slowly. It started out very slowly for me, but that is because, again, it's just a 2-leaf 1-node cutting. So it took some time. It took its time to recuperate and started growing. But since then, it has given all these cute little leaves. It starts out as red even, and then it fades to pink, just like that. And I didn't realize how big they can go. Beautiful. And shout out to Cyril for this beautiful trellis that he handmade back then. And then what else? This is the Hoya friendship plant that I got from Lena of Green Punches, and it finally grew this set of leaves up here. And yeah, it's fully acclimated, I must say. And then another friendship plant over here, and I am so excited about this plant. This is the variegated mican. I think this is the Aurea, but it also turns pink with the proper lighting, like the maybe grow lights. But I just have it growing in here, and I really don't care if it turns pink or what, but I love the yellow variegation that it has nonetheless, and I love the contrast that it gives against the dark velvety foliage when it's not getting too much light as well. So it's balanced variegation. There is variegation in each leaf, and each new leaf is bigger than the previous one, which is so exciting. I have tried this so much with my old micans, and I couldn't. For some reason, my old micans weren't attaching to the pole. I just couldn't size up the leaves, and it's finally happening, and it couldn't happen to a better mican, because this is from Kat. I love it so much. Thanks, Kat. Beautiful, and hopefully it doesn't croak on me. And then we have the Platycerium is doing well. We have grown a few basal fronds or shields, and yeah, I'm very excited on what's gonna happen here. I've already propagated it once, and I forgot to show you. It's actually over there. This is just an experiment. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but so far a few shields have grown out of those little glass. And yeah, I'm just experimenting, like I said, but so far so good. They're supposed to be like air plant vase, and I'm just using what I have, if you know what I mean. Okay, and then what we have, oh, I have to mention, oh, another right here. This is my Spiritus Sancti with a new leaf right there, and a flower as well. Unbelievable. My philodendrons are blooming, and Monstera. This is my Monstera Bursichiana. It's browning, however, but it has two, I believe there's two flower over there, or fruit. I think this is going to turn into fruit. And as you can see, they're also variegated, right? And this leaf, newest leaf, is a little smaller than the previous leaf, and it's also started browning, and that is due to all the stress that this fruit is costing this entire plant. But this plant probably needs help in general also, but I wanted to see what this turned into first, and I'm gonna feed it and take care of it the best I can. If you have any tips for variegated Monstera fruit, or what should I do now? Should I wait? I mean, I know that I'm gonna research more after this video. Okay, and then we have this corner. I have no idea how it became. It just packed itself, I swear to God. All of a sudden it's full. And a lot of it because I think that my Anthuriums, these are my rehab Anthuriums that I chucked down here as a last measure, and they are actually doing their best. They're looking their best, and they've never looked this good. Like down here we have, oh, this is a Homalomina rubescens tricolor, something like that. But it's the Aurea, I think, Aurea. And then I have Michelle right here. This is Anthurium Michelle, coming in with a new purple round leaf right there. I'm excited to see that. It's been a long time coming. And I have this lush aluminum variegated aluminum plant right there, and I have propagated this and potted them all up together. That's why it's looking very, very lush. And what else? Oh, this is my beautiful golden Xanadu that is variegated. It has green variegation, as you can see. This, I thought for a long time this was reverted, but the variegation just started popping back up from the two heads as well. So now it's like fully variegated and so bright, so beautiful. This is my luxuriant forgetii right there. That is Anthurium angamarcanum, something like that. So it's very round and it has like green vein or something, but it also has like it's a thin suede, more suede than velvet. Super cool. We have, this is my that plant friend crystallinum right here with a new leaf right here. I wanted to show because they are gorgeous. They are bright. What is that? Wow, look at that. How gorgeous is that? So beautiful. Right there. One more time. Wow. Right, and then, oh my gosh, down here I wanted to show this super dark. This is Tazula acesvae dark form cross with Papillilaminum by Scott Cohen. And look at how dark and bullied. The older leaves are even darker. This is the newest leaf right here, so it's not fully dark yet, but look at them leaves over there. Oh my gosh, so beautiful, so beautiful. This is dark phoenix crystallinum hybrid, but it's very wide sinus for some reason. This is Camphorrhea pulchra. Look at how gorgeous, how vibrant that is. And it has been blooming. Oh, not anymore, but you can see trace of the blooms right there. And this one is so beautiful, so vibrant. Look at that, it's just happy. And here all the perfect leaves are the leaves that grew under my care, and these are the older leaves that it came with right there. But oh my god, so vibrant, so vibrant. And speaking of vibrant, here's another vibrant right here. This is Snowdrift from Casa Plants. Beautiful. This one is so tough, very hardy. I haven't done anything to it yet. It's still in, actually it's in chunky arid mix still, but it's very happy in here. And sometimes I forget to water it, it's fine. Sometimes it was sitting in water, it's fine. So yeah. And another vibrant color is this variegated Biliaceae right here that I grew from a teeny tiny tissue culture plant. It's found its spot. I have not moved it since then because it is so happy right now and so beautiful, so perfect looking. Yeah, let's not jinx her. So gorgeous. And then we have, this is a fern. This is a, I forgot what it's called, Drinaria something, Drinaria. And then we have this beautiful Philodendron UPI albo. This is albo right here. And then this is dragon, variegated golden dragon right here, who is very, very, very white, unfortunately. And ooh, I know it's not super rare or anything, but this is White Princess tricolor, true tricolor right here, that I was able to extract really from my old mama, from chopping it into pieces, and a few of its cuttings came out with very, very bubblegum pink, and I'm here for it. I'm celebrating, as a matter of fact. Here's another vibrant. Actually, it's probably the most vibrant of them all, is this beautiful Homalomina. Oh my god, this is my pink diamond. Actually, like 5 minutes ago, it was droopy and I watered it fairly quickly. And it bounced back up like a peace lily. And it's actually similar. The traits that I have experienced so far from this is similar to peace lily. Very dramatic, that if it runs out of water, it will droop. But it will bounce back quite fast. And if it likes its environment, it's going to multiply on its own. Oh my god, look at how many pops it has grown. I have not done anything but repotted it. And when I did, I actually lost my original leaves. And these are all new growth. Like, it was completely beheaded when I repotted it into a new pot. And I thought it was done back then, but to my surprise, it just became like freaking 10 times more. And it's definitely so beautiful. And I don't want to touch it right now, but I should, because it looks like some of the leaves are wonky and they're probably fighting for nutrients now, so I need to separate them. But yeah, gorgeous. I love it so much. And then another one that is non-stop blooming for me is my compacta right there. Even the new vines have been blooming non-stop, and it's getting dark officially, unfortunately. This is the Hoya wall. And my elephantotis that I got from the last Orchid Expo is doing fine. All of my Platyzarium are doing fine. Another blooming Hoya right here is my Xinhungensis in a rainbow planter right there. Okay, I'm done. And this is the top cut of my Monstera albo from my living room. And also I wanted to show you my Mandula pothos right here that I'm finally able to size up. One of my favorites this summer for sure. And look at how massive that leaf is. It's like a monstera already. And that variegation, oh my gosh. Yeah. So beautiful. Took a while to look beautiful. As you can see, from bare stems down there and yellowing crispy outer edges, but the top is looking gorgeous, and I'm getting ready to propagate it right here, and it will look even better in no time. So yeah, I think that's it for now. Hi guys, it's the next day. We ran out of daylight yesterday, so we didn't get to finish, but here I am today and trying to deliver. Okay, I'm trying my best. I apologize for all the outside noises. There's nothing I can do about it just now, but let's just try it again. This is the last part 2 of my greenhouse reflection and tour. Okay, so now we can see a little better what's going on here on our Hoya sort of wall. Obviously there's not just Hoya in there, there's also Dischidias and Platycerium, but mostly Hoyas. Okay, so if we can come closer, you can see that we have Engleriana in here is blooming like crazy right there. This is my mother plant that I've propagated a bunch and potted it to itself, hence it's looking very weird here, why it's got that short top and long bottoms right here. And ooh, I wanted to show you my ever fresh tree, I believe is what it's called, that we got from the Orchid Expo from Evan, and it's very happy, and I even was able to keep the moss happy. And what I'm doing, or what I have done here, is there's actually splashes from the mister above, so it gets watered for 5 minutes. It gets misting straight 5 minutes every single day, and so far it loves it. Here comes a new leaf, and these guys love it also. So these are just random either propagations or something that I have already. Anyways, we have some Lacinosa over here. Not quite sure which one this is really, but I want to show you this again because I'm very proud that I'm able to get this out of this plant. Then we have this cool Dischidia dragon's tail, dragon jade, something like that. Then we have this is Rosita right here. This red thing is the Dischidia hirsuta right here. It's sun-stressed, very red, and the leaves are super cool. It's got some pimples and yeah, it's sun-stressed, is red, and I like that. And here comes a lot of my Hoya Lidabui, inner variegated Hoya that rotted from my indoor pot, and I've propagated them, and I have a lot dangling everywhere that I have propagated and successfully acclimated in here. So yeah, I'm probably gonna get rid of some of them. One of you actually, or two of you, have requested them, so I have them save up. And then this is my Hoyskeliana that was living in the living room, and look, it's got some blooms I didn't know about. Hello, look at that. It is pink, super cute pink, and I am trying to see if it's sun stresses in here. So yeah, I just want more colors from it, and probably, yeah, it's very happy. As you can see, here comes another budding peduncle. Yay! And I have an orchid over there from my last purchase. Oh, this is also oh no, this is Christmas cactus, variegated holiday cactus. And what else? Also, this is my propagation of my Hoya carnosa freckle splash, and look, it is blooming. I cannot believe it's doing that. But as you can see, these are all for sale, guys. If you see anything you like, feel free to message me, follow me on Instagram, all that stuff. DM me over there. But yeah, I am ready to sell all this. I don't know how yet, but exactly how yet, but I just got my license. So okay, let's continue on. It's very hot in here. It is 81 degrees Fahrenheit with 56% in humidity. As you can see, these are mostly Hoyas. These are rooted and ready to go. They already have growth like this one. This is a I believe this is Joy. This is Hoya CV Joy, and it's got new growth already. And then I also have a lot of Surigowensis. This is Surigowensis. Polynuras. Yeah, I have been going nuts. So these are all gonna be available for someone. Please take it from me. I need this space. Yeah, so yeah, keep an eye on my postings on how and where you're able to purchase these items, or just DM me, please. Right there, one more pan right there. And I also have a ton of my hybrid. This is Bessie F as a mother right here. This is the mother. It's a spider Bessie right here, and the daddy is this dark round crystal right here, and it's got a new leaf right there in the back. Oh no, it's about to hit the wall. So let's try not to do that. Okay, but yeah, I need to take care of that. So yeah, if you guys are interested, so I have also just harvested. These are all pink black velvet alocasia. I have my Fallopian multiflora over here. Lots of monstera props. This is beautiful. Look at this. It's a new leaf on this top cut. I'm about to cut. Orocyanum is trying to come back alive, but we'll see. This is my top cut of my monstera albo that I did, and it's already put out this new leaf on top right there. As you can see, the size has gone down. This was the top cut and the new leaf when we cut it, and we have interrupted its growth. That's why it's a little bit stunted, smaller than the original. But as you can see, this next leaf is already sizing up, and it is darn beautiful. Look at that marbling. It is gorgeous. Look at that. Such a beautiful gene. The variegation, the white variegation, very rarely brown for me, and I am so happy to have this. And I am going to propagate the lower half as well, because I feel like this is about to get even bigger. So I don't need like a ton of them, you know. So yeah, and that's it. I think that's it. Yeah, we're back to the desk again. The desk is, I don't know, I found it from Facebook Marketplace once again, and these drawers are from Target. They were like $15 each, and it works so well. The propagation actually works great. I used to have my substrate in there also. Actually, I still have a couple over here, and yeah, but I have found out how great they are in rooting my hard to root propagations, mostly Hoyas, and they have done so well in this little box, so I have been using them as a prop box instead. And yeah, so far so good. Look at that. Let's see what the temperature here so far right now is. 82 degrees Fahrenheit and 67 in humidity. Wonderful. So 1 year in, and here's what I've learned. Patience, consistency, and a little bit of tech can make plant care easier and more enjoyable. And just like with our plants, caring for ourselves means giving grace, time, and the right environment to grow. Thanks for joining me on this cozy little greenhouse reflection and tour. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell down below so you'll be notified when my future video drops. Again, thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you, and I hope to see you on my next video. Bye!